I don't know anymore when this all started, but it's been long enough that I know by now I'm never going to wake up from this nightmare. The entire world is just covered in bugs. The street is littered with the ones that die. There is no more solid ground anymore. Everywhere you go, you're just stepping on exoskeletons. It's not safe outside, so I head back into the giant building where the remaining humans have all decided to live until further notice. Everything has become one giant hellscape of torture and mutilation, each room more terrifying than the next. If anything, the humans are even worse than the strange monsters that roam the halls now. I enter the foyer, a huge dome-like room where people gather as though it's an arena, and torture yet another person for their own sick entertainment. Today's victim is a man who seemingly has done no wrong. They've cut the skin off his face, spread it like a mask over an open fire pit to burn. I hear the crowd cheering while the body of the man winces in agonizing pain, and the skin of his face cries out over the fire, as if it's still attached and feeling just as much pain. Shivers run down my spine, and I hurry to the next room, a horrific place with a large bat-like creature that has disembodied pieces of people working for her. There's an arm moving on its own, a torso with nothing else attached, the head of someone that appears to be half asleep. The rest is too dark to make out. I can only see vague outlines moving around, making noises that sound busy and productive. Every time I pass by here, the bat creature tries to convince me to give up a body part for her. One time, she managed to detach some part of me, while I was in a trance, bewitched by her beauty and my own restless libido. But I snapped out of it, took it back before she could put it to work, before it could become amalgamated with the other body parts, and ran off. Now, I avoid eye contact with her, and head further down to my own room. Before it, I pass a collection of strange monsters, all hiding in half-darkness, each doing their own thing. They all have huge, staring eyes that seem to follow me everywhere. In the center of that room is a bed, with a terrified young sleeper, or attempting sleeper. Finally, in my own room, I run towards the bed. I don't really feel safe, even up there, but it's the closest to a sanctuary that I have in this horrible world. The bed is high, very high, all the way up to the ceiling. I climb up and pull the cold covers around me and wait. I look around. The usual monsters that haunt me aren't here tonight, but that door, that ominous door that leads to the next room to things more terrifying than anywhere else in the building, is right next to my bed. It scares me. I always fear that I'll wake up there, that something will drag me away while I'm sleeping. But I can't stay awake forever, no matter how hard I try. Thank you for listening and watching. All links and references are in the description below.